Welcome back to a new video. So an update on the clothes situation, since I mentioned that in the last video. I've started it. I've started the organization. I started to put away some shirts and stuff. I've probably got about, let's say, 15% done. Not a lot, but it's good honest work. I mostly focus on getting stuff I'd wear for work organized and getting that all there, since 95% of my clothes is workout clothes, and that includes a lot of the clothes I can wear to school to be a teacher. One of the big advantages of being a phys ed teacher, you can buy clothes for training and for teaching, although I try to keep them separate just because they get wore out from training and just washing them a lot, since they're going to get a lot grosser from training frequently, especially as frequently as I do. But that's neither here nor there, so continue if you haven't already. I don't know if anyone will actually harass me in the comments, but please continue to harass me about cleaning my house and organizing everything. I surely do need it, and getting ahead of my grad school work, because it's all asynchronous, which if you don't know what that means, it means that you can work at your own pace. It might be for both the classes. The only thing I can't do early are discussion replies, but I can do everything else early, so bully me about doing that. Please harass me in the comments. But this workout was a rather surprisingly good one. So I started out with power snatching with the same kind of thought of trying to feel that second pull as long as possible, and got up to 100 and missed the power with 100. But as you see, like, I did a normal snatch, and ideally that's what you want to have happen when you miss powers. You want to just do the full lift. And so I was happy to do that successfully, and to do no straps with the snatch today, which it's good to just get that practice in. It's mostly what I wanted to do with the snatch, is just do some powers without straps, and they were feeling pretty good. As you saw with the clean work, I got up to 120 in the push press. I did not make it, but I didn't want to try another push press. I wanted to try to do triple in the jerk, and I figured since I tried 125 yesterday, I would try to power 130, which you see there was a very difficult power, but 130 is a really good power clean for me. On a most random day, or in most days it's good, but on a random day where I'm not really fresh, it's certainly good. Did the 3 jerks there. I was really happy with the last jerk, because my focus was to just get lower, which is I think generally a good thing to kind of obviously have that focus, because it allows you to do more weight. But I was trying to elevate the bar as normal, but just trying to really get under the bar, push myself under, and I really felt it on the last one. Really all the reps felt good. Just the re-racks and all of that felt really difficult. Like, the balancing between the reps was difficult, but everything else felt good. Front squats, I moved from 60 to 100 to this 140 for a triple. The 140 is really difficult, but I thought about, in like one sense, of doing another set, but it's just so difficult that I was like, it's not worth it. And I kind of need to do what I talked about in the last video, and just kind of more frequently front squat, and just kind of just continue to do the movement, because that's just going to build the tolerance back to the strength that I most generally have in for legs and back and all of that. I just need the neurological tolerance to the lift. Instead of doing clean pulls today, I actually decided to do RDLs, just to kind of give my quad tendon a break, since obviously I used it for the first 3 exercises, and it's a movement that always feels really good. I know it's probably hard to believe with how good I am at deadlifts relative to my other lifts, but RDLs, I always feel like I have a really good groove and leverage for them, and they're really easy for me to pull really well. I don't know what my best RDL is. I want to say it's like 250 kilos, but it's one of those movements that's like, it's hard to really gauge truly maxing out, because once it gets super hard, then you kind of just use your legs a little bit too much. But the 200 that I did there for that set of 5 felt really good. I actually got like a nice little glute pump, which is nice, just to get a pump in an area that you don't typically get one, at least for me. But I don't know if I'm gonna continue to throw lots of RDLs or anything crazy like that. It was just a nice change of pace, but it could also be a good movement to add in lieu of just doing snatch pulls and clean pulls, because it's much more posterior chain dominant, and it's certainly much easier just on my quad tendons and stuff, just to kind of allow that to have an exercise where it's not focused on, while still obviously loading it really heavy with that kind of movement. And just based on how I'm built, like, I can get up to a really relatively heavy weight for those, and just to get some posterior specific work. So it might be something to add in, because it really takes it's really mentally easy for me to do, which is nice to have an exercise that's like that. But I don't know how many like aggressive sets I want to do. Like you saw there, I just did the one set, and it's one of the double-edged swords of being good at pulls. Is like I can get up to heavy weights, but there is a consequence to pulling heavyweights from a neurological standpoint, and being able to train the next day and whatnot. So I don't necessarily want to do multiple sets of 5 with RDLs with a super heavy weight, because I'm just going to be thrashed the next day, even if it was I mean, you could think like the same thing with squats. If I'm going to do squats with 190 kilos or something and try to do sets of 5 or something, like I'm going to be thrashed the next day. So it's a balancing act for sure. But that's going to be it for this one. If you made it this far, remember to harass me about cleaning my house and doing my grad school work and staying on top of that. I will, inevitably, but it'll be funny if you guys also harass me in the comments about that. Anyway, talk to you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.